Hello, boys and girls. It is Wednesday and it is your test day. I'm going to go over a couple of things with you. These are the answers from the last assignment that we had. If you want to check over those, make sure you got those right. Again, you were supposed to do all of the work on a spiral, so make sure you did that because I cannot read when you do the work from here and I'll just send it back to you. So please check those. Again, get that assignment into me. And please don't take the test until you finish assignment 16. And these were the answers for the word problems. If you have any questions, please email me if you didn't get one of those, and I'll be happy to work it out for you. Again, make sure you're checking off your answers. And let's get started real quick with the review. Now, I'm giving you the review today. You may choose either to do the test today right after the review, or you can do the test tomorrow. Either way, you decide. But I'm going to just point out a couple of things that I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and go through some examples. Again, pause if you want to write this down, and you want to write down number 2. I won't ask that you write down a word problem. We'll just go ahead and solve those because that takes forever. So let's just go ahead and write down maybe these two and solve them. So this is what I'm expecting on the test. So again, on these, you're going to write your denominator. And the denominator for the 6 is a 1. Do your check plus. And no shortcuts allowed on the test. Every step of the work must be shown. And I might as well do it for the number 2. So 8 and 5, that's the easiest part. Check plus. Check plus. Now, this is very important. I'm going to be looking to see that you're reducing before you multiply everything across. This would be horrible, you know, trying to multiply all of those and then reducing it. So I'm going to look at the 3. And 3 goes into the 6 2 times. Then let's look at anything else. Well, in fact, that 2 does go into the 10. So I can reduce that, and that leaves a 5. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then I'm going to multiply the rest, which is 8 times 7 is 56. What's left is 5. And the final answer, it looks like it is 11. 11 times 5 is 55. And what is left is 1. All right, so this is the kind of work that I'm going to be looking for. Again, on this one, we've already done the check plus. So does 8 go into 48? Yes, it does. So I can cross off these. And it's very important that these are gone now. I must see that you are crossing those off. Points are going to be taken off if they are not. So 8 goes into 8 once. 8 goes into that 6 times. And then the 5 goes into 45. So cross both of those off. 5 goes into 5 once. That slash means 1. And 45 divided by 5 is, help me out, that is 9. And go straight across then. That is 54. 1 times 1 is 1, which finally is just 54 divided by 1 is 54. All right, then. Again, you don't need to write this. Just know what it means. 2/7 of all the tennis players also played baseball. So again, 2/7 of, what did of mean? It means times, of all the tennis players played baseball. Well, then I need to know how many tennis players there were. All right, how many played baseball if there were 49 tennis players? 2/7 of the tennis players. So I'm going to put 2/7 of, now we know how many tennis players. 49, and that should equal the baseball players. Again, go ahead and set it up. And does 7 go into 49? So we can cross both of those out. 7 goes into that once. 7 goes into 49 7 times. So 2 times 7 is 14, and that is 1. Again, you don't need to write these down, but just know how to solve them. You do not need to submit the review to me. That is on you. I would just make sure you get it done and do it as I'm doing it. Pause when you need to so you can really think about the process. How many, and this should say how many 3/8 inch books fit in a 3-foot shelf. So I'm seeing how many 3/8 are on that shelf. So again, there's a great big 3-foot shelf, and I'm sectioning it off into 3/8. The problem is this is in inches, this is in feet. And if you recall, we need to change this feet into inches. So that's very important that every foot is 12. So we need to multiply that by 12. And so we've got 36 inches. So again, remember what's being divided up goes first. So 36 goes first, divided by the 3/8. Please show all of the correct work. Do not do any leave, change, flip until you've set up the original problem. So it's going to be 36. It's a dizzy division. Leave, change to a multiplication, and flip. And then again, look that the 3 goes into 36. So cross reduce. I certainly don't want to go 36 times 8. So 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into that 12. And then you can go ahead and multiply over to the side. And I believe that is, I better do it because, you know, it's a test. So I'm not going to make any mistakes. 8 times 2 is 16, and that is 96. So that is 96. And what? How many books? 96 books. Please label any word problems according to the questions. How many books? 96 books. Then how many servings are in a 13-cup box? What am I dividing up? Every serving will be 3/8. That is not what I'm dividing up. I'm dividing up this 13-cup box. So it's going to be 13 divided by 3/8. So again, set up your original problem, then leave, change, and flip. Oh, this is not what I expected. I did not want this one to be so ugly. I'm going to change this number to a 12 because I wanted it to come out, because on the test, all of them will come out. So it's going to be 12. Little mistake here or there, but we just keep on rolling. All right, so this is going to be 12, leave, change, flip, and that 3 goes into that 12 4 times. So what do we have left? 4 times 8 is 32. Is that 32 peanuts? No, that's 32 what? How many servings? 32 servings. All right, so I'm going to pep it up a little bit, step it up a little bit. Now we've got our dizzy division. Again, no shortcuts. You must show 12 over 1 divided by, check plus, and that's 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is, some of you are going 12 times 2 over 7. You'll get half the credit because you're not showing the full steps. Please show the full steps or no credit. Let me go ahead and do this one. Again, check plus 73 over 10 divided by, what is it? You need to put a 1 under that 5. On these two, it's going to be check plus. Put your denominators down. Again, please do not take shortcuts. So it's 48, 49, 55. I hope I did that right. 48 and 7 is 55. And then check plus on this one. That's 21 plus that is 22. And then the next step on these is leave, change, flip. Leave, change, and flip. This one doesn't come out pretty, but it's not that bad. So it is going to be 24 over 7. And again, what do we do when it's improper? Again, how many 7s go into 24? 24 divided by 7. That is going to be 3. What's left over goes inside 7 box. 3 times 7 is 21. And how many are left? So 3 and 3/7. So again, here we are, dizzy division. Leave. Oh, this one doesn't come out pretty at all. 73 over 10 times 1 over 5. So it goes straight across, 73 over 50, and this is not so bad. So 73 divided by 50, I can fill one whole box. 1 times 50, I've used 50 pieces. How many are left is 23. And then this one here is going to be leave, change, flip. Now on this one, I'm going to expect that you reduce this. You certainly don't want to do 55 times 7. So 11 goes into both of those. So 11 goes into that twice. 11 goes into that 5. And is there anything else? I don't think so. So 5 times 7 is, I've got a big hole in this paper, so I'm going to try to squeeze this in here, is 5 times 7 is 35 over 12 times 2 is 24, and that's top heavy, so we can go ahead and divide. 35 divided by 24 is 1. 1 times 24 is 24. How many pieces are left over is, it looks like 11. All right, ran out of room, so we will go on to the next one. Just a few more to do, and then some of them might be a surprise, but if you've been doing your worksheets, you should have no problem. How many 2.5 inch wide pieces can be made from a 24 inch? So inches and inches, I don't need to convert anything. What is it that we're dividing up? We're dividing up the 24. I've got a great big long 24 inch, and I'm making each of them into 2.5 inch pieces. So how many can I make? So this is what's being divided up, so that goes first. Again, you don't need to write all this. Just make sure that you're understanding this. Divided by 2.5 inch pieces. Again, 24 over 1. Leave it as a division until you do your check plus. Don't take a shortcut. It's going to be 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Then you may leave, change, and flip. And it looks like there's nothing to reduce, so it's 48 over 5. So that's going to be 48 divided by 5 is 9. 9 times 5, we used 45 pieces, and there are 3 left over. But how many full pieces can I make? This 3/5 is not a full piece, so my real answer is only 9. And that's it. We've got a couple more to go through. So again, do your denominator. We're going to do the denominators on all 4 of these first. So if you want to write these down, you may. I'm not going to require it. If you just want to view this and make sure that you understand it, if you want to do it, great. Please don't turn it in because my mailbox is full. But I will expect that you do the test, and my mailbox is not full for the test. I can take the test. All right, and also, oh my goodness, who's this last person that's going to appear? Oh, Freckles the leopard. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, stop it. You're just a baby. Yeah, I know. Okay, Freckles, we got to go because we have got work to do, and we're having a test today. Okay. Okay, get out of here. All right, here we go. So let's get the denominators. Again, get the denominators. Leave that division sign. Oh, this is multiplication, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead and put it down. We do the denominators. Put your times sign. Put your 1 divided by 3. Again, then do your check plus. So that's 12, 13, 14. Oh, I didn't leave room. Oh my gosh. So 10, that's 14. And I'm going to do the best I can to, well, let's do this first. Let's do all the check plus. That's 49. That is 7. On this one, there's no check plus. On this one, there's no check plus. I could have done this one right away, but you know, oh well. All right, so the rest of them, let's go back and do leave, change, flip. Leave, change, flip. Now, here's what I expect to see on the test. you should not leave a 14 there. You should not go across and go 70 over whatever that is, 3 times 14. You need to make sure that you cross out something that is the same. 14 divided by 14 is 1. And so what do we have left is 5 over 3. And I'm sorry I don't have room here, so I'm going to bring it way over here. And then go ahead, it's improper, make it into a mixed. 1 times 3 is 3, and what's left is 2/3. And there you go. Same thing on this one, dizzy division, 49 over 10 times flip, leave, change, flip. And again, on this one, I'm going to expect that you do not go 98 over 70. You will reduce first. 7 goes into 49 7 times. That 2 and 10. 2 goes into both of those. So I can cross both of those out. If you're not crossing out, points are going to be taken off because those are gone now. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 7 times 1 is 7 over 5. And again, improper. So go ahead and change it into a mixed number. 7 divided by 5. Again, stop this video at any point that I'm going a little bit too fast for you. 1 times 5 is 5. And what is left over is 2. There we go. Now this was a multiplication. I don't need to do dizzy division, but I do need to see that 3. There's a 3 on top and a 3 on the bottom. So 3 in the denominator divided by 3 in the numerator, vice versa, numerator, denominator. And what's left is 1 over 8. And we're almost done here. Dizzy division, leave, change, flip. Is there anything that you can cancel out? Well, if you said 2, you are a genius. So 2 divided by 2 crosses out. And what is left is 3 divided by 1, which is 3. All righty. We are on our last one. Okay, so Rudy has 8 yards of twine. How many 3/4 foot pieces can he cut? Alrighty, so he's got this great big 8 yards of twine. And every piece is going to be 3/4 foot, 3/4 foot, 3/4 foot. All right, so it looks like I'm dividing this up. I'm dividing the 8 yards. Here is the problem though, that 8 yards is yards, and this is in feet. So what do you think you have to do? I can't divide feet into yards. And if you said I've got to convert this, you are correct. We have got to multiply this by 3 feet for every yard. So 8 times 3 gives us 24 feet. So now I can go ahead and divide that up. So it's going to be 24 divided by 3/4. Again, you always set up your original, and then we're going to leave, change that to a multiplication, and flip, which is actually taking the reciprocal. Right? Is there anything that you can reduce? Did you see the 3 and the 24? Then you are so smart. Right, so 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into that 8, and what do we have left to multiply across? It is 32 over 1, which is 32. Right, so we can cut 32 full pieces on that. All right, so you may choose to go ahead and start with your test, or you may take it tomorrow. Please make sure you've done assignments 1 through 16 before you take that. You may not look back at any notes. The only thing that you can have out is a multiplication table, and that is about it. Again, make sure that you show all the work as I have shown it, and I know that you will get a fantastic grade. Well, good luck to you, and looking forward to your excellent work. You have a great day.